Hello, Peter here again, your Pinoy accountant. And in this video, pag-usapan natin yung mga attachments na required dun sa ating annual income tax returns for our BMBE, yung ating barangay micro business enterprise ng mga taxpayers. So, ito yung mga attachments na kailangan natin. So, before we start, kumusta kayo? And hopefully, nakapag-file tayo ng ating ITR on time before the deadline, April 15. So ngayon, yung hinahabol naman natin is yung attachments naman sa ating ITR. Yung deadline nito is April 30 and that is using the EAFS. So kung hindi nyo pa napanood yung video natin about EAFS, you can click on our link dun sa ating video description. So ito yung mga attachments na required for our BMBE friends. So una sa lahat is the financial statements. So lahat ng BMBE, again, required to submit the financial statements. Pag BMBE kasi, automatic yan na itemized deduction. And pag itemized deduction tayo, required mag-submit lahat. I mean, lahat ng itemized deduction ay required mag-submit ng financial statements. So nagkakatalo na lang, it's either audited financial statements or unaudited financial statements yung isasabit natin. So yung basis niyan is yung gross annual sales natin. So pag more than 3 million na yung gross annual sales natin, kailangan na audited ito or yung certified by an accredited certified public accountant. So nakalagay doon, mag-audit sila ng inyong financial statements and then may opinion doon with regards to your financial statements if they are fairly stated and presented. So, if hindi naman required yung audited financial statements, pwedeng kayo na mismo yung mag-prepare. So, mamaya papakita ko yung example ng mga financial statements na kailangan natin. So, complete financial statements yung isasubmit natin as our attachments. So, second is yung statement of management responsibility for the annual income tax return. So, may ano lang ito, template. So, papakita ko sa inyo. And you can click on our link dun sa description so that mada-download nyo yung Word file so that mas easier for you to edit. I-edit nyo yung business name nyo or yung taxpayer name nyo. Kailangan kasi kayo yung magsasign doon. So next is the sworn statement of assets owned. So this is specifically for the BMBE because pag BMBE kasi yung pinaka main point dito is hindi lalampas ng 3 million yung assets natin. So that's why it's required. And by the way, this is pag sworn statement, always remember pag sworn, kailangan siyang notarized. So ipapakita ko na sa inyo yung mga forms natin na kailangan and yung financial statements na din. So ito yung example nating statement of management responsibility for annual income tax return. Again, this is template. So all you need to do is ilalagay yung name nyo dyan. And then for the year ended December 31, again, 2024 pa yung final natin recently. So nakasaad lang dito na yung preparation nyo ng annual income tax return ay is in accordance with the provisions of the NIRC. And yung mga figures na yan, kayo yung responsible as the owner or the taxpayer. So, ito yung SMR natin. So, again, lahat is required to submit itong SMR for the annual income tax return. Because yung SMR naman for the financial statements, iba din yon. That is a requirement for the SEC naman. So, for us, mga taxpayers, required ang SMR for the annual income tax return. So, yung next natin is papakita ko sa inyo yung sworn statement naman of assets owned. So, ito yung sample natin ng sworn statement of assets. So, easy din to gamitin. May template nito. So, i-fill out nyo lang yung name niyo, yung address, and then yung ano ba yung business name niyo as registered with the DTI. And of course, yung certificate of registration niyo with the DTI and of course, yung certificate niyo from mismo yung BMBE certificate niyo number, kailangan yung ilagay dyan. And ito na yung pinakalaman ng ating sworn assets. So, kailangan nyo i-declare lahat ng assets that you are using for the business na nga. So, hindi nyo kailangan i-declare yung may lupain kayo, ganun. So, hindi nyo kailangan i-declare yun. But mostly, yung mga assets that you are using for your business, like yung magkano yung cash na ininvest niyo as capital, yung inventory, yung mga equipment, laptop, printers, supply. So, lahat ng related sa inyong business, related doon sa BMBE business ninyo, yun yung i-declare nyo dito. So again, main requirement ng BMBE is hindi tayo lalagpas ng 3 million pesos yung inyong assets. So basically, yun lang yung laman nito, and all you need to do is kailangan yung notarize sa inyong suking mga abogado. So again, ito yung sworn statement of assets owned required itong isubmit as attachments sa mga BMBE. So next natin is yung financial statements. So medyo mahaba-haba yon. So papakita ko sa inyo yung sample nun from the balance sheet, lahat yon papakita ko sa inyo. So again, ito yung mga set of financial statements na required sa ating mga BMB. So complete to. So yung una natin is the statement of financial position or yung balance sheet. So nakasaad dito yung inyong assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. So we'll just lang to, quick run through. So maybe in our upcoming videos, mas pag-usapan natin to in detail. So for now, papakita ko lang yun sa inyong yung look so that you will have an idea. So ito yung assets natin, nakalagay dyan, cash on hand, ano yung mga inventories ninyo, non-current assets, mostly yung mga property and equipment ninyo, yung mga service vehicle, or yung mga matagal yung magagamit, like more than 12 months or more than a year, yung silbi sa inyo ng mga assets na yon. So yun yung mga non-current assets. So total assets, nakalagay dyan sa financial position. And of course, yung liabilities din, tsaka yung owner's equity. So nakalagay dyan yung mga utang, liabilities natin, may current, and yung iba may non-current liabilities din pag lumampas ng 12 months. So that is the non-current liabilities. And then of course, yung owner's equity natin is yung capital mismo. Magkano ba yung pondo na nilaan nyo for your business or sa negosyo ninyo. So it could be naglaan kayo ng initial investment ninyo or capital is 1 million. So in our case, si Luffy, yung ending capital niya is 2.4 million na. So again, yung balance sheet natin ay, if pansin nyo, yung total assets, dapat equal yan dun sa total liabilities and owner's equity. So total assets natin is 2.9 million and total liabilities natin is 2.9 million. Pag hindi yan nag-equal, ibig sabihin mali yung inyong financial statements or yung balance sheet ninyo na inyong ginawa. So again, dapat yan, equal. So next natin is the statement of income naman. So ito, may tayo pinakita sa inyo na working paper previously kung paano natin na-compute yung revenue, yung cost of goods sold, so expenses. So lahat yan makikita nyo sa statement of income or income statement. So nandito nyo makikita yung inyong net income ba kayo or loss or lugi ba kayo sa inyong negosyo. So of course, yung aim natin is dapat mas mataas yung ating revenue compared dun sa ating cost of goods sold and operating expenses. So that tuloy-tuloy yung negosyo natin. So in our example, kita nyo naman net income si Luffy the Monkey sa kanyang business, yung kanyang merchandise. So again, BMBE kasi tayo, if pansinin nyo, pag BMBE, wala tayong income tax due. So, dito sa provision for income tax is zero talaga dyan. So, if may laman yan, if may provision kayo for income tax, again, mali yung income statement ninyo because BMBE, walang income tax. So, proceed tayo sa next na financial statement. So, next natin is the statement of changes in owner's equity. So, changes anto sa capital. So, papakita dito yung movement from beginning and magkano ba yung if ever nag-add siya ng additional investment. And yung profit din ng business nyo is dito din makikita. And if ever may mga withdrawals si owner, dito din nyo din makikita at yung balance niyan is, of course, dito nyo din makikita sa statement of changes in owner's equity. So in our example, beginning capital natin is 2,036,150,000, 150 pesos. And nag-additional investment siya ng 100,000. And yung profit ng business is 313,850. And during the year, na nag-withdraw yung owner, nag-withdraw siya ng cash, si Luffy, ng 50,000. So that would give us itong capital and or and owner's equity na ending balance of 2.4 million. Again, itong 2.4 million, makikita nyo din dun sa balance sheet natin kanina. So, dapat magtutugma yan. And next natin is itong statement of cash flows naman. So, tatlong activities to. So, basically, yung movement, yung inflow and outflow nung cash. Yung cash lang pinag-usapan natin dito. If may pumasok na cash, ano ba yung mga nailabas na cash? So, tatlong activities yung cash flow natin from operating activities. So, mostly, ito yung business talaga. Yung mga na-receive natin na payment from our customers or yung pagbayad natin sa ating mga suppliers, yung mga expenses natin, dito natin makikita sa operating activities. So, sa mga investing activities naman, yung mga mostly dito yung mga assets na binili natin, service vehicle, yan, mga furniture and fixtures. So, nakalagay yan sa investing activities. So, sa financing activities naman is yung mga, if yung may mga additional na capital na nilagay si owner, dito nyo makikita and yung mga withdrawals din. So, kita nyo dito yung financing natin na activities is yung nag-additional investment si owner and at the same time, nag-withdraw din si owner. So, yung net niyan, net cash provided from financing activities is 50,000. So, overall, if i-sum natin lahat ng cash na increase and decrease from operating activities, investing activities, and yung financing activities, we'll come up with a figure na net decrease or increase. But in our case, net decrease yung ating cash and cash equivalent ng 186,150 and yung beginning cash natin is 1.6 million. So, nabawasan. Kumbaga, from 1.6 million at the beginning of the year, from during the year, yung mga activities natin na ginamit yung cash, yung balance na lang na naiwan at the end of the year is 1.5 million. So, pinakita lang dito kung saan nyo ba ginamit yung inyong cash. Ginamit nyo sa pambayad ng inyong suppliers and pambili ng mga equipment. So, yung mga cash activities na yan is dito makikita sa cash flow. So, ayan. So, quick lang tayo, run through dun sa mga financial statements na kailangan. So, last but not the least naman is yung notes to financial statements. So, makikita nyo dito yung business information about sa inyong business. Like, kailan ba kayo if corporation kayo, kailan kayo na-incorporate? Ano ba yung mga business niyo? Like, selling, ano ba yung main business niyo? Like, selling. In our case, si Luffy is yung One Piece Island merchandise niya. I mean, One Piece merchandise is nagbebenta siya ng t-shirts, mugs, and mga souvenirs ng mga characters of One Piece. Sila Luffy, Nami, Sanji, Zoro, di ba? So, yun yung business ng ating ni Luffy, kumbaga. And then, yung registered business address na din, kailangan yung isulat dito sa inyong notes to financial statements. So, second is, more on compliance lang to, kailangan nakasaad doon na yung financial statements nyo ay prepared in accordance with the PFRS or the Philippines Financial Reporting Standards for SMEs, if ever naman SMEs kayo. So, nakalagay din dito na they are presented in Philippine Peso, yung company's functional currency and presentation currency. So, lahat ng figures na nasa ating FS is in Philippine Peso. And nakasaad din dito na historical cost basis yung pag-prepare ng financial statements. So, more or less, ano lang yan, naka-template. Yan talaga yung nakasulat dyan sa statement of compliance. So, nothing to worry about, kumbaga. So, next is I think that tinatawag natin na lapsing schedule. If may mga property and equipment kayo and may depreciation during the year, kailangan nyo ilagay sa notes nyo yan. So, for example, in our case, bumili kayo ng mga transportation, mga service vehicle, ganun, mga furniture and fixture na ginagamit nyo sa office. And usually niyan, yung life niyan is nasa 5 years. Kumbaga, every year, yan, nagdi-depreciate yung value niya. So, kailangan nyo mag-record ng depreciation expense and yung accumulated depreciation niya. Kaya, kumbaga, yung net value ng inyong assets or yung mga property and equipment ninyo is liliit because of the accumulated depreciation. So, ito yung makikita nyo dito, ano ba yung mga binili during the year, mga property and equipment na binili, and as well as yung accumulated depreciation niya. Magkano ba na-incur during the year. So, nakalagay lang dyan, nakasulat. And last but not the least, ayan, last na, is required tayo by the BIR to to ano tawag dito, yung about taxes and licenses. Ano ba yung breakdown niya, kumbaga? Like in our example, ito yung tax and licenses na expense ay ang nilalaman niya is business permit and the other local taxes. So, kumbaga, i-breakdown nyo lang yung taxes and licenses na that you paid during the year. So, yun lang yung video natin for today, di ba? Medyo mahaba-haba yung financial statements. But in our upcoming video, pag-usapan natin sila probably isa-isa so that mas ma-explain natin kung saan natin nakuha yung figures. But yung mga figures ito, if ever nag-prepare kayo sa inyong books, actually nasa books lang to, nasa inyong cash receipts disbursement, I mean cash receipts journal, cash disbursement book, general journal, and then sa general ledger. Pag lahat ng transactions during the year is tama yung pagka-record ninyo and na-summarize nyo sa general ledger, makakagawa tayo ng trial balance and then adjustment, may mga adjusting entries tayo. So from the trial balance and adjusted trial balance and adjusting entries, makakagawa na tayo ng ating financial statements. So probably in our upcoming video, pag-usapan natin yan. But yung video natin ngayon, yun lang. Pinakita ko lang sa inyo kung ano ba yung mga attachments required and quick rundown lang, quick discussion lang dun sa financial statements. So if may mga tanong kayo, comment down below. And of course, don't forget to like and comment. And if you would want some mga link sa ating mga files kanina, you can just comment down below and papadalan ko kayo ng mga links. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. My name is Peter, your Pinoy accountant, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.